So my name's Tanner Dastrup. I'm the Director of Logistics at Trove Brands. Been with the company for 11 years, and Trove Brands, you might know us by a Walla blender bottle. We manufacture and sell hydration bottles, and recently got into nutrition as well. So we have Trove Nutrition, so we sell protein, pre-workout, all that good stuff as well. So yeah, a lot of our modes, we've seen a lot of growth in the last couple of years. We started off doing a lot of parcel, some LTL, and some full truckload, obviously ocean. But then over the years, and as we've seen growth, we've seen a lot of our e-com business blow up to where we do a lot of parcel now. LTL has grown and full truckload has grown quite a bit. And so, I would say right now, LTL, full truckload, parcel, it's probably about an equal split. And then obviously everything coming over from the ocean. So a handful of challenges. We had a lot of manual processes. So starting off in some of the modes for, full truckload, for example, we would shoot out emails to all of our carriers and say, hey, can we get your rate on this lane? And as you can imagine, someone had to go in there and type up where it was shipping from, where it's shipping to, how many pallets it was, and that was very manual. So that was one issue we were seeing. Another issue is we did not have multi-mode rate shopping. So we had a lot of rules in place. So it was like, oh, if it's under 20 boxes, ship this parcel. If it's over 20 boxes, ship it LTL. If it's over, 7, 8 pallets, you're probably looking at volume full truckload. So it was a lot of kind of like, knowledge, internal knowledge, as well as some rules that we had in place. And so one of the biggest things that we were looking for is a multi-mode rate shop where you plug in the details, how many boxes or pallets or whatever the weight and DIMs, and it spits out, all your carriers regardless of the mode and really the best service level for the best price. And so with our growth, we feel like that was just an absolute necessary for us. We absolutely needed that multi-mode rate shop, and with full truckload, obviously, no longer having to send an email and then try and keep track of all the rates that come back in an email. It's difficult to manage all of that when you're growing and you see a lot of volume. So having that all in one place has been huge. Another thing, one issue that we were running into is for e-com. We were seeing our e-com, our orders on our website were just increasing year over year. And those were also rule-based. And so we weren't doing a rate shop for our e-com business. And we feel like we were losing a lot of opportunities because you might have one carrier who does really well in a certain zone, certain weight break, and then you might have another carrier who does better in that zone or weight. And so, being able to diversify, not having all of our eggs in one basket was huge for us. And then the last thing I'll say is really just the data. We have a lot of our data in different places right now. Moving to a system where we can house all that data in one location where you can easily report on truckload, parcel, LTL, e-com, it was a must for us. As anytime I'd go and say, hey, can we pull this data set in X, Y, or Z category, it would take some time because I had to go to this website or this carrier, wherever to pull the data. Now having that in one central location was a home run for us. For international, it's very much so spot market with our forwarders. We track all of our containers and rates through a spreadsheet. Whereas, in RateLinx, being able to have container tracking was huge, but also being able to do like the rate shop, the auction tool for containers is also a big win. And so right now, we have the international team, and it's managed in a spreadsheet. All those containers and updates are updated daily in a spreadsheet. Being able to get those out of a spreadsheet is needed for just having secure data, but also accurate data. Anytime you're in a spreadsheet, you can always bank on some mistakes or errors or fat fingers or whatever, right? And so trying to avoid the human error and getting away from some spreadsheets is absolutely necessary. With some of the inefficiencies with just, working with our warehouse versus the 3PL, a lot of that is communicated once again in a spreadsheet. We upload some orders into a spreadsheet and say, hey, these are what's going to ship this week. We haven't quite gotten there with RateLinx as we are integrating today, but the goal is that we can give them access to the platform to where they can go in and see, what's on the docket for the day, print the labels, print the BOLs from there, as opposed to going in and referencing a spreadsheet to figure out what's going to ship, right? Same thing with our warehouse, working with our warehouse to have that direct connection in RateLinx to where they can print the labels directly. They can go in and see what the best carrier is and book it right then and there, print the labels, and then ship it on the way. I feel like, right now we're kind of having multiple processes for multiple 3PLs or warehouses that we ship out of. So I feel like this system allows for us to be in one central location, have the same process regardless of where it's shipping from. Yeah, so we've already implemented full truckload, the auction, and then LTL. We're actually hoping to go live with parcel B2B and e-com, even though they're still parcel carriers. I kind of categorize them as being a separate ship via, just because, for parcel B2B, that's where you're able to rate shop across LTL and parcel simultaneously. So with the full truckload model, we've already seen some huge wins in the auction where, it's cool to see the carriers bid war, right? Where normally in the email, it was one bid and that's what the carrier presented and they either won or they lost. They would then come back to us and say, how'd we do? How come we lost this? Where do we need to be to win this? And, it's manual to provide that feedback. We then have to go into the system, figure out how much they lost by, give them that feedback. But the goal with this new system is they should be able to tell, how much they lost by, where they need to be. In the conference today, it was brought up that, can we have some reporting for the carriers to where they can get a report, monthly or quarterly that shows how far are they off, what lanes they're missing out on. And it's been cool to see. The first time we did an auction through the system, I think there was like 15 different bids that came through, and they were kind of undercutting each other. But it was cool to see that. I think we left a lot of money on the table in the past where we would just take a bid and run with it. Whereas here, the carriers are able to determine, we can come down a little bit more to win this lane. We really want this lane, and we've already seen the impact of that. So it's been really cool to see. I actually kind of chuckled when I first saw it because I was like, wow, Shannon explained how it was going to work, but I didn't know it was actually going to be that significant. Some carriers were coming down $300-$400 on one lane, which is pretty significant. So yeah. I actually made this comment today, being at this conference. When we first met with Shannon and talked about RateLinx, obviously we were looking at several platforms. And everyone could kind of say, yeah, we could customize it. But really every question we threw at Shannon, he said, oh yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Oh yeah, we can do that. And part of me was like, okay, can we really believe this? Is he just telling us this and just hoping to get our business? And then, seeing the customization that we've already had on our current account has been next level. I mean, we've asked, can we move this on the bill of lading to here? Can the labels have this instead? And, can we add these check boxes? Can we add these accessorials? Can we add this note box? Everything has been met with yes. We have yet to be turned down. And even just seeing in the conference today of how others have customized RateLinx for their companies and businesses, it really validated, Shannon and him saying that really we can do just about anything. And even in that Q&A that Shannon had where he was like, hey, what do you guys want to see, and all the suggestions that were thrown out, he was like, hopefully you guys are taking good notes because these are things that we want to, put in place. And it was really cool to see that it's not just an out of box and you have to deal with it and make do, which is what we came from. We had a system that was very out of box. I asked to make one slight adjustment in the past on a bill of lading, and it was met with a price tag of it's going to cost this much to make that change. And not a lot of customization there, and it's been the complete opposite for us in RateLinx so far. Everything we've asked, it's been, oh yeah, we can make that change, no problem. So that's been really cool. Yeah, we've set up 3 times a week. We have an hour-long call with our implementation team. Shout out to Lotson and Denise there who we're working with, and they hit the ground running with us and basically have been alongside, the entire time, to where, we ask for something on a call and say, hey, can we make this change, or is there any way that we could take a look at this? And it's like next day it's already done. And so that's been really cool to see that not only are they willing to go in and make those adjustments, but they make suggestions, based on their experience and what they've seen. It's been very easy to work with them. I've been keeping a log of what's like the open tasks, right, that are ongoing. And I feel like every time we go on to a next call, like most of them are checked off from even the day before. So it's not like I have this running list of open items or tasks for them to check off. If there are things we cover on a call, by the next time we meet, it's like, oh yeah, I got that taken care of yesterday, right after our call. And so, yeah, by the time we inked the deal with RateLinx and we signed the contract, we hit the ground running. And, it's been hard for us knowing that we're in this growth zone right now where, we're trying to keep up with demand while moving systems at the same time. But it hasn't felt like it's taken away from our ability to still get orders out the door on time, shipped in full, right? Like everything has been in a sequence where it's made sense. So it hasn't been like, okay, by this date you have to have everything cut over. We've been able to do it in phases. Those types of things where it's been molded to our business, as opposed to just saying, okay, by this date you have to have everything turned over. That's been a big win for us, because we've been, we're doing that crawl, walk, run. Instead of just saying, hey, we're flipping the switch and everything's going live, it's, hey, let's start with full truckload first, get familiar with it. Okay, now let's add LTL. Now we're moving into parcel and then eventually e-com. That kind of method for us right now has worked great, just because it has been really busy, and especially leading into peak. It's been comforting knowing that there's some levers we can pull. If we need to backtrack a little bit, we can. If we need to push forward, we can too. So a lot of flexibility from what we've seen. I think there's always going to be a learning curve. There's always going to be a couple steps back to progress, right? It's kind of like a catapult where you kind of have to take some steps back, and then obviously it's going to sling you forward if you set up things correctly. And I feel like we've seen that, where there's been some days where I'm like, you know what, I don't have time to jump on this call. But if you make the time and you put in the effort, it's going to lead to efficiencies down the road that, you would have to hire 2-3 people to keep up with your current processes, right? So although it can be challenging in the moment from what we've seen, like, there's been some days where it's like, we got to push some things. We have to delay this go live. And if you delay it too far, then you're just kind of digging yourself in a hole, and it's going to be hard to get out of. So for me, I think it's just, looking down the road and seeing, in the future what's coming down the line, and knowing that you have to make changes today to put yourself in a better position in the future and make life better down the road, right? I look back and see, we've made automations throughout the years that I've been in the company. And at the time, it's always like, should we be doing this right now? I feel like there's too much going on. But each time that we've made those changes, I look back and say, had we not have done that change, there's no way we would be where we are today. And that's the exact feeling I'm feeling right now with RateLinx and moving into RateLinx. I feel like it's a necessary change for us. And if we aren't willing to make that sacrifice and change today, then we're not going to set ourselves up to succeed down the road, for sure.